everybody, my name is Alex Flores, and today I'm going to bring you another amazing speaker in our program, Talking with Our Activists. Irene Miller is president of Toronto Pflag and chair of the board of directors who govern this fully volunteer-run registered charity. Irene heads the Toronto Pflag Speakers Program, providing presentations in Toronto District School Board, colleges and universities, and local businesses and organizations to empower allies and help combat homophobia, and runs diversity workshops at conferences. She's gonna be with us today. Enjoy this program. Hello dear audience, we are here with Irene Miller. She's our next activist for our program, Talking with Our Activists. Hello Irene.
Hello, I'm happy to be here.
I pronounce well your name, Irene?
Irene.
Irene, yes. Okay. So before you were aware about gays and lesbians human rights, what were your thoughts about it?
Well, we really didn't know much. We had gay friends, we had lesbian friends, but we really didn't know anything about their lives. We didn't know how they felt growing up. We didn't really know how they were treated by people other than how we treated them. We treated them as equals, but we really didn't know that that wasn't always the case for them.
How long ago was this?
Well, our son came out about 12 years ago in his last year of high school. Prior to that, we kind of assumed that we have laws. In Canada, we have protection for people, and we just assumed things were okay. We treated everyone with respect. We thought we were open to diversity, but we became aware that there was a lot more to it than peripherally being supportive. So when our son came out, we were open, we were accepting, we were loving, but we realized that a lot of his friends didn't have support. And we also started realizing through the media, news articles, television, that even some politicians, some elected officials, had very negative thoughts on the rights of, suddenly, my family. And so we realized that when people were excluded, it was us. We were being excluded. And when rights were being denied, it was being denied to our family. And that was a wake-up call for us. We realized that our children, we have 2 children, one of them was not being treated equally, the same as his straight sister. And that's when we became advocates. That's when we wanted to take a voice, use a voice, and make sure that society treated both of our children exactly the same.
Then how it happened that you start with this organization Pflag? Do you feel that you needed to educate other parents, families?
Well, at the beginning, no, we didn't, because we told our friends and they all accepted that we had a gay son, and we just assumed that life would go on that way. And it took a couple of years before we realized that for a lot of his friends, it wasn't that way. And one young man actually came to live with us when his family did not take the news well. And I went to Pflag to read the books, read the articles, find out what we could do to make him feel good about himself, and to give him ideas of things he could talk with his family about to help them understand and learn to be supportive. So I went to Pflag saying, teach me to teach other people so that I can help. And really that's what it became. Through parents, families, friends of lesbians and gays, we realized that every month new families were coming saying, we don't know what to do. And I realized that there was a real need for those of us who were comfortable and supportive to take an active role. And so we stepped up and became very active in the organization.
Wow, and now you are the president of Pflag.
Yes, it's an amazing privilege to be president of an organization like Toronto Pflag. We are fully volunteer run, which means we have no paid staff. So all the work we do is done by volunteers. So we don't consider it a job. It is totally a labor of love because it is the right thing to do.
How many volunteers you have?
Oh, whole scale, hundreds, but there's a small group of dedicated volunteers on whom we rely. A small number on a board of directors who do an amazing and epic amount of work. Every week, every month of the year, our board of directors are actively involved in outreach, support, or education. It's an amazing amount of work done by a few very talented, very committed individuals, and I'm privileged to be one of that group.
And do you group Pflag has access to schools?
Absolutely. We go into schools, we go into universities, colleges, and we go into high schools, which we've done for years. We do whole school assemblies. We can do 1,500 students in a day, or we go into a small classroom and talk about a particular situation if it may have arisen. Our line is always diversity, be open to diversity, and definitely stop the bullying. Stop the homophobic, stop the transphobic bullying. And now we are going into elementary schools, and we go in as parents and we take in pictures of our children when they were in grade 3 or grade 5, and we talk about how some children made our children very unhappy when they were that age at school. And we talk to the children about looking around the classroom, recognizing that every single person is different in some way, and then finding out what you have in common, so that no child goes home unhappy at the end of the day. The thing is, I can't make school better for my son. He's a grown man. He's out and proud. He knows who he is. But I hope to make it better for some child in grade 4, that they won't go home unhappy at the end of a school day because someone has picked on him or picked on her.
What do you do in schools, for example, Catholic schools? Sometimes they still having kids are having a struggle to come out and to be who they are.
They are. What we are finding, and you will have seen them marching in the Pride Parade, there are a large number of teachers in the Catholic School Board who want change to happen. So within the board, we find that the people in the schools want to help the students. The stumbling block is what comes down from the church. So that is still a hurdle to be overcome. We have been in 3 Catholic schools to talk about diversity and homophobic bullying. We send our materials to Catholic schools on request. Often someone will contact us because the parents need access to the resources. And if they're not published in the school, and they're not getting that help from their religious leaders, then perhaps a teacher or a guidance counselor will direct them to Toronto Pflag. They come to our monthly support meetings, and we give them the resources to help the family.
And is a school can request Pflag to come and give a workshop to the teachers, to teach
Absolutely.
to the children?
Yes, it's always, we don't solicit. The schools, every school we've been in has contacted us. We're invited in by staff or the administration, sometimes the principal or vice principal. We also talk to parents' associations. So the parent association meeting, we will go and talk. And we'll also do staff meetings. We've done a breakfast before school starts for staff in a high school, or we'll do a workshop during a PA day or a professional development day, where we go in and talk to staff. We'll also start a gay-straight alliance in the school. We'll go in and set them up for their first meeting and give them ideas of how to run a gay-straight alliance. We'll do whatever it takes to make sure no high school child, no Toronto school child feels marginalized or disenfranchised or is excluded from school activities. And the way to do it is education. And by showing that our families can help. We're here to help.
Well, what a beautiful labor. It is so important. And having so many religious fathers or priests to say that it's wrong, is continue to say that it's wrong to be a homosexual, to be different.
It is difficult, and outside of Catholicism there are still other religions as well, and small pockets perhaps with a very narrow view of what's acceptable and what is not. And we don't challenge religion, we don't challenge faith at all, but we do ask parents and we do ask staff to consider that their role is to support and love the child in front of them, and to make that child feel whole. And I think that's the message we always want to put across.
Have you ever been in touch with another Pflag presidents in different parts of the world? For example, Mexico?
Mexico I haven't, but Pflag in the UK, I keep in touch with the president of Pflag in the UK, and they came to Canada a year ago, and we spent a day with she and her husband, and what we were doing was we were sharing information. I liaise online and through the phone and emails with Pflags in Boston, New York City, all across the United States, definitely in Canada. We're now linking up on Facebook with Pflag in Jamaica.
Oh, great.
So Australia. We are reaching out across the world, and by sharing information we may be doing something that could help their organization move forward or move into an area they hadn't considered before. And if we can show them what we're doing by giving them a blueprint, then it moves them forward quickly. Or if they're doing something we haven't considered, they can sort of give us a heads up to get us started. So information sharing is a great way to ensure we are always giving the best information we possibly can, and that it's current information. Talking about what's happening in the world today is very important.
Wow, what amazing work. And Irene, you got this fabulous award by Pride Toronto. How do you feel?
Elated, humbled and elated. You know, as a member of Toronto Pflag, everything I do in the name of Pflag. I might show up for something, but I'm representing Pflag. So to be given something that actually had my name on it was really... It was an amazing thing, and I know our son and my husband were really pleased and happy for me. And I was just happy again to personalize that a mum can use her voice, a parent can use their voice, and we can reach people with that voice. And I think it was really wonderful that I got the honor and the opportunity to show that I'm just a mum, but I will not stop using my voice until my last breath, I guarantee you.
Wow, fabulous. Thank you so much for coming to our program, and I hope you like it, and I hope a lot of mommies can learn from this beautiful mom. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and I hope all the mums out there will find that being quietly supportive is maybe not enough. You have a voice, use your voice. Let the world know you love and are proud of all of your children, and I thank you for giving me an opportunity to say that today.
Thank you, and as you know, it's been going on the information from Pflag Toronto, so you know where to find them if you have any questions. See you next time.
Bye-bye.